Tinkering here, and this is going to be your 2020 212 Mr. Olympia top six predictions. So we're just going to jump right into it here. And we have last year's 212 champion, Kamal. Kind of screwed that last name up, but this is the best I'm going to attempt it. He is, you know, I look at his physique, and you definitely see the muscle maturity that he has. He is older. I think he's in his mid I think he's 50. He's actually 50. He's actually Dexter Jackson's age, which is crazy. Um, and I saw some recent photos of him, and it looks like he's actually made some improvements. He's pretty complete, top to bottom. His legs, uh, in my opinion, are a little bit narrow, but he makes up for that with pure condition and muscle density, and just an overall well developed package in symmetry. And also, he's a great poser. He knows how to display his physique. And I feel like, once you're the champion, all you got to do is either come in as good a shape you were in the year prior or slightly better, and you can retain your title. So I have Kamal coming in first place at the 2020 men's 212 competition. Here we have Derrick Lunsford. I have him coming in second place again this year. He was second place last year. Um, I'm kind of taking a gamble on this guy. He has such beautiful lines and structure, but as you can see here, he's just holding a film of water. He wasn't able to dial it in, at least from the front of his physique. From the back, he's much tighter. You'll see here once he turns around, he's much more ripped, strided in the glutes. But he's got such a aesthetically pleasing physique, great symmetry, well balanced. Right here, great shot for him, backed up a bicep. I feel if he can just come in super dry and hard, he can at least retain that second place position or squeak ahead of Kamala. But he'll have his work cut out for him. He's still got to mature, like develop that muscle maturity. You can see it's not as mature and as dense as Kamal. So we'll see how it turns out. See if he can bring it, on game day. But if he comes in like this again, definitely not. The judges might even push him down because if you can't improve year over year, they're not going to reward you and give you second place again. Coming up here in third place, I'm predicting that Ahmad Ashkanani will come in third place. I'm gambling on this one as well. This guy here, he doesn't look that great. To be honest, he's holding water. His tan isn't, it's too dark. And he's slight in the hamstrings. He's, just not there. But if this guy comes in shredded, I've seen some recent video of him posing, and he looks tremendous. His condition, it looks spot on. His legs looked more separated in the recent video he posted. So I feel like if he can bring that a better package than he did here, he can bump up a place and get into that third place spot. Uh, and he's holding so much muscle mass for his height and frame that it's overwhelming to a lot of these guys. And that's what I think will secure his third place spot if he can bring it, if he can nail it. And so far in his video leading up to the Olympia here, he looks to be much improved. So we're going to give him a third place finish at the 212 2020 Mr. Olympia. Up next here we have Sean Clarita. Huge fan of Sean here. I know him very well, talked to him many times, met him many times, and I have him coming in fourth place. And I was struggling with this one because I feel like he has a better physique than Ashkanani, but if Ashkanani is on, it's going to be very hard for Sean with his, you know, He's ripped, he's shredded, but he does lack the muscle mass that Ashkenani has. And I just feel like the judges are going to look at the sheer mass, condition, and you know overall look of Ashkenani compared to Sean, and I feel like they might give Ashkenani the nudge in third. And but it's hard for me to make this call because it's going to be so close. Definitely think that if Ashkenani is even slightly off, Sean will get that third place spot. But right now, I got to make my predictions. Is my call, and I love the guy. I'm a big fan, but I think he will pull off a fourth place spot finish here at the 212 Mr. Olympia competition. Dude is a beast. He's a giant killer as we call him, and I'm looking forward to see the improved package that he brings coming up here in a few weeks. Coming up here in fifth place, I have Angel Calderon from Spain. I was extremely impressed when I saw this guy walk out on stage last year, 2019 Olympia 212, and this guy is completely developed top to bottom, uh, full, hard, round muscle. He's probably 5'4", right? But every inch of his physique is filled and developed with muscle mass and condition. So I'm putting this guy in fifth place. If he can bring this type of condition to the stage in a couple weeks, I think he's got fifth place locked down. I mean, look at the symmetry he has on his physique and the condition, extreme muscularity. Look at the shot here. Great shot for him. Just a little beast. And he'll even give Sean Clarita a run for that fourth place position. So I have him coming in that fifth place spot. All right, and rounding things off in sixth place, I have David Henry coming in here. Big fan of David Henry. I've met David many times. Super nice guy, and I have him rounding off top six here at the 2020 Mr. Olympia 212 division. David always comes in super shredded. He comes in big, full, hard, dry. But then his criticism is that his leg development is just it's always lagging, and it has been throughout his career. And he's doing everything he can to try and bring up that roundness and fullness to his quads, but that's just his genetic structure. Can't really do anything about that. If he could, his legs would be bigger by now, right? So that being said, I'm putting him in sixth place. If he can bring, the textbook David Henry condition, which I'm judging by the photos I've been seeing of him lately, he's going to be bringing. So with that said, I have David Henry coming in, rounding off the top six in that sixth place position.